So here's the mouse Metropolis. I'm going to show you how I put it together. I already have the back foraging wall that I built attached to the back with Velcro, and you'll see how I put the other two in. The Metropolis has all of these climbing structures and rocks that I glued on. You can use hot glue gun and Elmer's glue. Both of those are safe. And here's a mouse hammock. It's just, I took a piece of felt and folded it and used hot glue gun dots in between. Very, very simple. And I made some windows. Here's the first wall I'm going to add. You can see it has all these cool places that I can hide treats and textures for them to climb up with. I could put it this way, or I could flip it over. You see, this way. Completely different environment. I could put it on the left side, or next time I'll probably put it on this side, and I could flip that around as well. And there are the two bottom levels as well that I haven't shown you yet, but those have identical type of size cardboard, so I could take the bottom ones and put them up here. There's a big piece of industrial strength Velcro that fits there. Just slide it in, one-handed. Slide in the second wall. I have a rope here glued on for texture, and I have this little kind of cache that I like to put treats in. All these different locations that they memorize and keep track of. I created this. I call it the Two Towers. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings. You can see that the mice can climb in through the holes and use these steps from the inside as well as from the outside, and they actually use it. The awesome thing about making things for mice, you can be creative as you like, and they will use it. This dangles, but they can go from here, easily to the ceiling structures that I built. This here on the bottom, I went to a fabric store and I bought some scrap felt. And the way you know that you're getting the right material is that it looks the same on either side and it doesn't pill. I just sprinkle a little bit of Carefresh here, and I cut up plain paper towel and I mix that in with the Carefresh. Kind of stick it in there in the corner. This is a silent spinner wheel, medium size. I think it's like 6 inches or 6.5. This is the only type of wire wheel that I recommend using because it's the safest. It has this external kind of support system, and it's graded, it's not slat, so the tail can't get snagged in. And they can spin on it and hold on and do a complete flip, but they don't seem to mind. Sometimes it looks like they're doing it once in a while on purpose. Follow the staircase down here, and this is a cardio room. These are flying saucers. They're called flying saucers, and they are very, very good for running because the mouse doesn't have to bend its body and its tail in order to walk on this. It's more natural than say the silent spinner wheel because it's like a flatter angle. So I hot glue gun this to just cardboard, which I replace. Cardboard's so easy to come by. This is a felt dog toy that I use as a ladder to go to the next level. Again, felt is great, and I'm pretty sure I got that at Clicker Expo. So just a little bit of Carefresh. I put the bedding in there because they could sleep in there. Sometimes they take naps in there. They could also use it as a toilet if they want to, because there's bedding, and that will encourage use of that nature. I added another water source, so that I can always see with a glance whether this cooler tower, the water tower in the gym room, is full, and I can see here if there's water. And they like to sit on the edges and lap, and they look like deer. It's really cute. And then on occasion they'll throw stuff in there. Maybe they think it's a flood that they have to stop, but they'll put their food blocks in there, and they'll put bedding that they drag over from there, and that's okay. I like to put the food blocks up here so I can always see that there's enough. And just this in the water is enough for the mice to survive. This is a cockatiel mix with the sunflower seeds and peanuts and dried fruits pulled out because they need less sugar and protein. And then I could just kind of sprinkle it around so that they can forage for it, but not too much, just a little bit here too. These are areas that are a little bit more visible to the human. And I could put some seeds in here. So they have their basic diet, and then Cheerios and oatmeal, dry oatmeal that you buy for yourself, they love. And I just like to put them around in sort of difficult to, oops, that's a freebie, difficult to reach locations so that they have to forage for it. Put one up here, and they never know what I'm going to put and where, so they always have to explore for themselves. This ladder, textured ladder, I'm going to take freeze-dried mealworm and just kind of stick it in there. Anything that encourages your mouse to have to extract its food, I'm all for it. Treats in there. Then I have, just plain oatmeal. They go crazy for this. Put some more stuff in here. This wall in the back is actually really cool because they can walk on it straight up. So I can put, I don't know if you can see, but I can put some stuff right on there and also on the back. I'll hide something in here. A couple of Cheerios in there. Someone will find it. And now let's take you down to the next level. So I brought the mice from downstairs up to the next level so that I can clean out the tank downstairs, and they don't have to be too disturbed. They can enjoy exploring. There's Happy. And now I have my 20-gallon tank, which is the original mouse tank that I expanded from. I leave a little bit of room in the back so that the mice can hide behind it where I could never find them, according to them. And then here's the tank. This I think of as the Shire. I use Timothy hay, and I just put a ton of it in there. This is the penthouse. It has a top level tied with rope to a bottom level, and foraging wall with hay stuffed in everything, and a bird's nest made out of kind of grass, or I don't know what they make them from, but they're safe for mice. And I made extra holes and escape routes, and then tons of the hay. The hay needs to be freeze treated, which I could explain another time, or you can Google it. Okay, this is my seed mix. I'm sprinkling it all over here so that they can forage in the hay. In the zoo world, we talk about, for enrichment of animals to make their lives more interesting, is having a variety of substrates. So, top level you have the felt, and then you have the cardboard, then you have the hay, and there are individual differences too in preferences. Some mice really like to burrow, and some don't seem to care. Add the foraging wall on the left side, and foraging wall on the right. This one's pretty cool. Lots of places for treats. And you can go all the way from the floor and climb up here if you want. You can go behind the tank, and then this is my favorite use for Carefresh. I just grab a bunch of it and stick it in the back. And what this does is, if a mouse wants to go from that side of the corner to that side of the Metropolis, they have to do what's called tunneling, which some mice really enjoy. Just kind of shoving your face and digging your way through. Okay, and I leave that open. Okay, now I'm going to put the ladder in. Here we go. Nice and secure. Next, I put this play gym up here, so the mice can still sneak in there and have lots of places to climb and more places to hide treats. Okay, so next I inserted a 10-gallon tank full of soil. This is organic potting soil. It's designed for cactuses, so it's lower in peat moss, and this is also freeze treated to protect them from parasites. Yeah, okay. crazy with the seeds, and then I just ruffle it up so that the mice have to dig through. Angel especially loves to forage like this, like dig around and eat something and keep digging. Sprinkle foil on this as well, just kind of keeping with the theme. And this is their little ladder. Like that. These are just rice puffs. They're not very high value treats. They are just kind of fun variety. Put them all over the place. They haven't gotten them in a while, so they'll probably get excited. Okay, here's Butterscotch, followed closely by Angel. We're gonna go downstairs. Angel's gonna go downstairs. She loves being in the lower levels. You can see Angel looks a little apprehensive. She is one of the more timid mice. And she is on the gym, checking things out. I better close the Metropolis because... And down we go. It's really fun to see them checking out something that you just made for them. It's like their whole universe. Jay, it smells so good. Oh, here's Butterscotch. Butterscotch joined us. Oh, there's Tara. There's Baby out of her hide place. Oh, friend. Baby and Tara are good friends. Happy is a real special character. She's happy. She's a happy mouse, especially when she's active. She sleeps a little bit less than the other girls. She moves around a lot. She is very outgoing and decisive, and she's just very fussy and confident. Oh, there's Baby again. I love her. Angel is a little more human, timid, but all the other girls really like her. She is, I think, the most popular mouse. She doesn't pick on anybody ever. She gets along with everyone. She's nice to everyone, no matter how big or small or bold or timid you are. She just comes over, gives you a little kiss, and keeps going. She's just like this nice girl that everybody likes to be around. There's Butterscotch. Butterscotch is, I guess she's my favorite. She's the only one who's ever been hand tamed. She doesn't like to climb on my hand, but she is both sweet and bold, which makes her a very fun mouse. See, she'll put her paw on me and... Oh, look. Baby's in the hammock. I can tell it's her because she has these beautiful black eyes. I prefer when the mice have black eyes over red. I don't know why. Looks like someone's doing some renovations down there. There's Tara. I don't know why I like doing this so much. I think it's because it's just one little universe that I can create and make it right. Maybe it's like playing with dolls, making a dollhouse. Finally, it's time to close them up. This is a frame with garden wire, and it is held with, again, industrial strength Velcro. And there you have it. This is the Mouse Metropolis.